to beat Ricky Carmichael for the overall. He's got to keep going.
You know, really thinking about this, about shower doors wet, you can't see through it clearly.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Sorry, Jeff, but Ricky had a moment.
But the chase is on. We're 11 minutes into this moto. Seems like these two riders have stabilized. They're going to try to get against.
You're watching Moto 2 Round 5 here at RedBud in Michigan, and the chase continues. Carmichael.
James Stewart over Carmichael. It is definitely below that now, and you can see how deep these ruts are and how bad the hooks are coming out of there.
Up front, this is what it looks like over the uphill double. Stewart, Carmichael. It's now down to less than 2 seconds.
32 seconds last lap. Carmichael a 2:30, about a second and a half quicker. That's how he's close.
An all-out fight between Stewart and Carmichael. Whoa, a moment there for James Stewart. He almost threw it away. Again, because Carmichael is relentless.
Carmichael is on Stewart now, and Stewart, you can see him almost every one of those bigger, but right now the heat is on.
Coming up to complete another lap. Less than 10 minutes remain, plus the bonus 2 laps. Carmichael is coming. Move in Moto 1 on Alessi. Tried to do it on James Stewart, but Stewart closed the door. Ricky goes one side, Stewart the other.
And Stewart got a point.
The uphill double. To go back to one of our storylines at the top of the show, remember that this is Ricky Carmichael's second last AMA Toyota Motocross event. The next one, the last one, is at Millville.
Carmichael riding all the wide lines, the long lines. See, same thing there. Carmichael way on the outside hand to gain that advantage. Trying to take the overall at his very last RedBud Motocross.
Just like in Moto 1, Carmichael.
At this point, you can see a dozen lines coming into the turn. Insides, outsides. It's also difficult at this time of day because when they go through some of the treat areas.
We are back at RedBud, and we are back with this incredible battle at the front of the motocross field. Final moto of the weekend, round weekend victory. He would dearly love that before Ricky calls it quits.
That's really such a good fight, just like he's doing here today. Stewart, such a determined racer, does not want to give Ricky any wins, and Ricky's...
This year, he wants to beat him this year before he farewells him.
You see Stewart once again, inside, full amount of skill and balance to negotiate those and keep up your momentum along the way. Burst of energy, stretches it back out, 2 or 3 bike lanes.
He was somewhat ill in the second moto at Bud's Creek 2 weeks ago.
Side turns are into a deep groove because once you get in, you can't get out. If that lap rider makes a mistake or slows, you're locked into that line, into that rail, if you will.
Closing stages of Moto 2, round 5 of the AMA Toyota Motocross Championship. We're in Michigan, in Buchanan at RedBud, a track that Ricky Carmichael has won 6 consecutive years in the top.
The biggest stars in the sport of motocross, and once again, duking it out. This is for the moto win and for the overall in Ricky Carmichael's final RedBud.
And he's had to work his way through methodically. Now he's as close as he's ever been.
Carmichael's having to pull tear-offs. See a rider down. Carmichael goes wide. Stewart on the inside.
Oh, he's good through there. This is where he got him in the opening moto. Easy as you like. Just a little over 2 minutes remain. And then the 2-lap board will be displayed. Where Carmichael farewells RedBud. He has just one more AMA motocross event left in what has been a stellar career.
Rocco's leap. Stewart seems to be a little quicker, but Carmichael is really dialed in through this section. He's got some great lines. Chooses to go inside. Stewart pulls out about a second.
He's down! Stewart is down! Oh no, he's stuck! Can you believe it? Laps. The dream for 07 at this point in time is over anyway.
Down on the inside. And it almost looks like he grabbed a handful of front brake and the front wheel just stopped on him.
It's been a privilege to watch him. This era of motocross and supercross has just been something special. His 7th consecutive victory at RedBud here in Michigan. He does it.
absolutely. You know, it was hard. You know, I thought it would have gone a lot smoother, but hey, James stepped it up, and just super pumped to get a win. Not the way I wanted to do it, but hey, life goes on, and you live another day, man.
Hey, take a look at this.
Man, I just, you know, it was just tough. I went a little too far inside and just hit my brakes and stopped. And I was so pissed right now. I mean, felt like I had it. You know, I only had 2 laps left, and I was feeling pretty good.